Morning. It is early and I'm trying to get a lot done today. Today is March 28th and I said I was going to show you my strawberry video. This is Michelle's garden talk. It's early. I've only had one cup of coffee and it's cold. I don't want to be out here. But up north, zone 6A, this is what you get. So I've been working on the strawberries and relocating them to a raised bed. I did a few experiments last year to see which ones would grow better. In the greenhouse, in a raised bed, lasagna bed experiment. And all of them did really well at different times of the day. The one in the greenhouse actually got too hot. So by like late July, while the plants were green, they just were not going to produce a strawberry for me. It was just too hot in there no matter how much I watered them or opened the doors. They just are putting their effort into the plant themselves. The raised beds did great as long as you had enough fertilizer and compost in them to give them what they needed. Those were probably my best ones in the raised beds. And I did heavily compost them with some manure from my alpacas. The lasagna bed, okay, that was an experiment. I'm holding my phone and I have really short arms, so if I look like I'm at a weird angle, this is the length you get. It's a layer of topsoil, compost, straw, and then you keep repeating as many times as you want. I did 3 layers. And everything, I just did like a little 10-foot by 3-foot section. I just wanted to see how it was going to do with the strawberries. Everything I had in there immediately turned dark green, got really large. I'm guessing that's because the roots didn't have to fight the ground, because we have clay soil here that's really, really hard to get through. They didn't have to fight anything, so they were able to just grow and go. And on top of it, somewhere, and I'm betting a bird did this, I had a goblin pumpkin come up in the middle of it. I didn't plant it, but it did. It did come up. I'm going to switch arms. That short arm is tired. So a goblin pumpkin came up in the middle of it, and it did so well. It was like 5-foot radius and like 3 feet tall, and I got 10 pumpkins that were so huge. I think each pumpkin weighed like 30 pounds. They were huge. I didn't plant it, and I didn't give that bed any extra care. I didn't water it. I didn't weed it. I didn't do anything. So I would highly recommend the lasagna bed making for your plants. I would not recommend putting your strawberries in it, though. I am currently still digging them up. They multiplied a lot in there. So I have plenty of strawberries this year on my beds, but I am consolidating and downsizing. I have an overabundance of strawberry plants, which, you know, on this homestead, I'm selling my strawberry plants, and I was able to get, so far, 2 new spade shovels, and some chicken wire, so there you go. But, okay, I'm going to turn my phone towards the plant so you can see for a minute. This is my raised bed. It's just old barn boards that we put together, and I have a bunch of them. See, I have a bunch of them. Yes, you get to see my messy homestead. But I have this plant here, and this is one out of the lasagna bed. Look at the roots on that. Okay, I'm not very gentle with my plants. Okay, I'm not. I literally pull it out of the ground, and I take off up here. I take off all the dead stuff. You can even take this leaf off. Okay, you just want the healthy roots. Shake it off. There you go. And then I shove it in the ground. These are the ever-bearing. I don't give them any extra care other than when I put them in, I water them. There is manure and fertilizer, perlite, and all stuff in my bed already. So this will be planted. This one. Let me see. I have, let's see. See? Now there are 58 plants in there, okay? And while that is plenty for now, I will definitely have to thin those out this fall, okay? But I wanted to make sure in case one didn't make it, and you'll get that. It has nothing to do with you or the plant. Well, it does have something to do with the plant, but it happens. You might lose one or two. Like I said, it is March 28th. It is still cold out, and these will look, I did these a week ago. Okay, I put these in a week ago. Let me see if I can't. Okay, some of them look, okay. Some of them are green, really green yet, with new shoots, okay? And some of them, oh, you see it? You see the green? They look like they're dying, but they just took a little hit. They just took a little hit, and they'll come back. Like I said, I don't baby them. They were already outside, so they're used to the weather. Well, and that's my strawberries, and these are the ever-bearing, and I do them now. But if you wanted to dig them up and put them in like a Ziploc bag or a Walmart bag with some paper towel around it or something, put them in your fridge for a couple weeks until you want to go outside and deal with it. You can do that. Just keep changing out the paper towels and make sure they don't get too wet. You don't want the roots of the plants to get soggy and mushy. Okay, so they don't have to be super cold. It's just a preservation. So you could do that too. Other than that, there's my strawberry plants. I'm currently working on my cold winter crops. I have some my brassica, my cabbages, red acre cabbage, all season, Copenhagen cabbage. I have broccoli, cauliflower, leeks. I'm trying giant leeks this year. I think that highly depends on the gardener. We'll see how giant they get. But yeah, I'm trying those. Those are going in the greenhouse right now. You know, let's walk over there. I'll show you inside my greenhouse. Nothing fancy, guys, because plants don't care how fancy your setup looks, okay? They just don't. And you do with what you got. This was an old carport, garage. I'll get this. Garage in a box from Tractor Supply, which we used. We did. But the plastic tarp ripped, and it was no good. And we had this perfectly good frame. So we've been using this for about 6 years now, and we just put greenhouse plastic over it, and the ends were metal. See, it's just leftover metal, and we have a leftover storm door. Nothing fancy. You don't have to be. Like I said, the plants are not going to judge you. I promise. Okay. Ooh, it's so nice in here. It's like 30 out there, and it's, I'd say a good 65 in here. So we're good. It's only going to get warmer. But, oh, remember the garlic I showed you? Look at this garlic. Look. Look at all this garlic. You see that mole hole? I do have a mole in here. I'm working on it. You see? All that garlic. It's growing. It's growing. Okay, and I do have some earth boxes, which I'm still adding dirt to, and mending the soil. Now, last year, I told you I did some experimenting, and I had the strawberries in the greenhouse. I'm not good at filming, so bear with me. That's the bed that they were in the greenhouse, okay? They did take up a lot of my greenhouse, and I wanted some of it back, so I dug them all up, and they're outside. Because like I said, it did get a little warm in here. So right now, the cool weather crops love this weather. And I'm just piddling around because I'm, cabin fever. It's real. It is seriously real. So if you can get out a little bit, even in this greenhouse, it helps. So I have some giant leeks in 2 spots. This is my, I don't have my glasses on. This is my cauliflower. That is, I don't know if you can, let me try to get a one you can see. They're little. Do you see them? See my little cauliflower? I know they're too close. I'm going to heavily prune these and water them and fertilize them, so these are not on their own. These are going to be square footage gardening. So these will be taken care of. Over here I've got some, that's my lemon balm. I don't know if you can see that. Can you? I turned the phone away from me. I don't know what you're looking at. You're like, oh yeah, this lady's got it together. So I'll just tell you, I have some broccoli and my lemon balm over here. Lemon balm helps with the mosquitoes that like to get in here and hide and then attack me in the summer. So that's why that's in here. I have some celery that I actually overwintered in here because I told you I needed some seeds off of it. And plus I'll get some early celery. Let me see if I can't try to show you. Oh, you see it? That's been in here all winter. All winter. It's doing good. I don't have anything there. I just planted some Spanish yellow onions. But you know, there's nothing fancy in here. It's not. You don't... Even one of those pop-up tanks, wrap some plastic around it. I think the first year we used this, I just went to Walmart and got a roll of that painter's plastic. Okay, now that only lasted a year because it was not the right stuff. Now I get, was it 6 mil or greenhouse plastic? Which normally lasts about 2 years here. Not from deterioration. We have very high winds and it tends to rip it right off the frame no matter what we do. Now this year I'd ordered, I don't know if I can show you a close-up here. Do you see that? It's got like webbing in it, in between the plastic. And it's a greenhouse tarp, really large one. And so that's what we're trying to see if this lasts longer. Yeah, because it's no fun. It's no fun putting on plastic. So, well, that is my greenhouse. Those are my strawberries. And I have to go dig up some more. I have to go dig up some more strawberries today. So, I'm Michelle Rom. This is my garden talk here in Zone 6A. Everyone have a wonderful gardening day.